Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny on Death from Above. It's Wednesday. We're in the tower. It's still dark out, apparently, in the tower. I would like the sun to come out. It's not out here yet either, but it's early. But anyway, we're going to do the Armsday thing. I have the biggest, the baddest, the largest Armsday inventory you can have. Lady, how you doing? I've got the biggest Armsday inventory you can have. 3 packages on each character. We got 5 of the weekly packages. We got the Suros ARI-41, we got the Hakke Gaheris-D, we got the Suros PDX-41, we got the Suros JLB-42, Hakke Tamar-D, and we got 4 bonus packages. We got the Hakke Herja-D, Omolon Uffern HC4, Hakke Lyudmila-D, and the Suros ARI-45. So if those sounds like some guns you want to look at, let's come along with me and join in the party. I'm clapping. I'm clapping for everybody. So, let's get into it. We'll look at the guns, make some choices, and decide which ones we like. So I usually do this on my Twitch channel. If you want to check that out, the link is in the description. But let's get right into the first gun. We got the Suros PDX-41 pulse rifle, mid-impact, mid-rate of fire pulse rifle. I'm seeing a body shot version, which I really, really like. Or excuse me, the head seeker. I like the head seeker on the 41. So, first option has fitted stock, oiled frame, secret round, speed reload, and rifled barrel. Not really a good pulse rifle version. Next up we have spray and play, casket mag, perfect balance, lightweight, handley stock. Going for max stability here with really good reload. Don't sleep on that one. That one's a good one. He's got the 26, and the 57 scope, which I'm a pretty good fan of the 57. The 26 is okay too. So if you want a max stability PDX-41, that's a really good choice right there. I'm definitely going to look hard at that one. And then finally, high caliber rounds, oiled frame, head seeker, lightweight, and small bore. I'm going to pass on this one. I've got a hawk saw with high caliber rangefinder and hand laid stock. It's actually the hawk saw is the low rate of fire high, or the low impact high rate of fire version, so it's not similar. It just looks similar. So head seeker's okay. I would prefer the second one. Second one with the hand laid stock, spray and play, and perfect balance. Very stable, very good. And that spray and play is going to give you really, really quick reload. So second option for the PDX-41 is, I think, is a good one. Head seeker's not bad though. Head seeker's not bad. Next up, Suros JLB-42. I'm only going to look at the first and the third one, really. Because that middle one ain't got nothing I want. Heavy payload, grenades and horseshoes, snapshot, perfect balance, speed reload. You do not need perfect balance on a rocket launcher at all. But we got snapshot, grenades and horseshoes, heavy payload, smart drift control, hard launch, and warhead veneers. So I'm seeing warhead veneers, heavy payload, and grenades and horseshoes as a good setup here. I'm trying to see. There you go. So heavy payload's going to get you pretty close to near max blast radius, which is what you want. That third option is interesting to me. Surplus on a rocket launcher, I don't know. Unless you're playing PvE hardcore, that's not really an option I want on a rocket launcher that I really care about. So I'm just going to skip right over that one. I hope you don't mind. Next, we have another grenades and horseshoes. This one was single point sling, speed reload, grenades and horseshoes, perfect balance, and lightweight. Go with the first one. It's actually a really good rocket launcher for PvP. It's going to get you close to good, or it's going to get you close to perfect. Blast radius is the one you care about more. I think blast radius is more important than velocity, as long as you can get grenades and horseshoes on it. So I picked the first one. I'd say the first one's the best. And finally, the third package on my Titan, then we'll move along, is the Hakke Tamar-D, or Tamar? However you want to pronounce it. Mid-impact, mid-rate of fire sniper. This one has private eye, partial refund, explosive rounds, armor piercing, and injection mold. Not bad. I'm not crazy about those perks. I'm just not crazy about them. I don't think it's that magnificent. I would go with something a little bit different. So we got counterbalance, feeding frenzy, explosive rounds, quick draw, and injection mold. This is really good. Counterbalance, feeding frenzy, quick draw, or injection mold. It's really solid on this gun. It's funny, these Hakke sniper rifles, you can get things like counterbalance. You can't get these on other snipers. So interesting guns. Second option so far is a solid option. What's the third option? So we got surplus, we got guerrilla fighter, which I'm not a big fan of either one of those. Quick draw injection mold. So definitely the second Tamar-D. The second option with perfect balance, or not perfect balance, counterbalance, feeding frenzy, injection mold, and quick draw. That's the one to get on the Tamar. Alright, we're going to switch to the Warlock now. We got 3 more guns to look at. 3 more guns on the Warlock we're going to take a look at. First up, we've got the... Come on, game. ARI-41 mid-impact, mid-rate of fire auto rifle. So I'm not seeing any good options at first glance. I don't like focus fire on these mid-impact, mid-rate of fire auto rifles. It takes it down to the low rate of fire, high impact archetype, but it does a modifier. It doesn't just change archetype, so it's a little bit different of your damage profile. But this one has hammer forged, feather mag, hand laid stock, lightweight, and focus fire. If you really like focus fire, this one's a solid option because you got hammer forged to return the range that you lose for hand laid stock, and you'll get max stability with the focus fire option. So pretty good. It's got the 28 sight, which I like. 12 is good too. Next up, second option, we got Rodeo. Not a big fan of Rodeo. We got high caliber rounds, appended magazine, reinforced barrel, and lightweight. Rodeo will make up a little bit for the reinforced barrel, and then high caliber rounds. That's gonna be a hard to handle gun. The good thing about the 41 is it's very controllable as it is. So if you pick this one, it probably will do all right. The 41's not too bad. And then finally, we have a hip fire. Is that hip fire? It is hip fire. High caliber rounds, feather mag, reinforced barrel, single point sling, and hip fire. If you want to hip fire with some high caliber rounds and some range, I guess go with this one. Me personally, I'd pick the first one. I think the first one is the best option as far as this week goes, but maybe hold on till next week, get something with max stability and maybe a range perk on this gun, because it's a really good gun, really good all-around shooter. Next up, the Uffern HC4. This is one that I'm going to hold on to for a god roll. I'm looking for outlaw. I'm looking for probably luck in the chamber and rifled barrel. So I'm seeing a couple good options, but I've got a really good one as it is. So you really want rifled or reinforced. I didn't know you could get reinforced on this gun. Army of One, reinforced snapshot, life support, underdog. This one's good. You got the range. You're gonna lose some stability, but I think on this hand cannon that's okay. It's a pretty stable hand cannon. So Army of One, I would run Army of One, life support, reinforced. But let's see what the second option is. The other options look pretty good too. Army of One, injection mold, quick draw, Icarus, Eye of the Storm. Not a huge fan of this gun without rifle barrel, but if you're not just PvPing at the range, something like this could be good. I mean, injection mold is going to give you faster handling and increased stability. So if you're going for those headshots when they're approaching you, it's a good option there. And then finally, we got luck in the chamber, reinforced, quick draw, life support, and Eye of the Storm. This is the one I'm going to recommend for the week. Luck in the chamber, reinforced, and life support for PvP, Eye of the Storm for PvE or PvP, either one. I was doing a Nightfall with a Tlaylock, and Eye of the Storm was helping me out tremendously. Think about this: when there's an exposure Nightfall or an exposure anything, your health gets low and doesn't recharge, Eye of the Storm stays active constantly. So it's something to think about in those situations. It's a really useful gun. So I'm gonna say get the third one. Third option is the best on the Offerin. So, third package, we have the Hakke Herja-D. Now, this is a gun that you can get a lot of good combinations of perks and talents, but to me, the stability is hard to control. So, you really need hand-laid stock. You really need counterbalance, perfect balance, something like that. Now, this one's crowd control, full auto, snapshot, hand-loaded, and reinforced is really, really cool. I would not mess around with reinforced personally. The stability is kind of hard. It goes up into the curves to the left. So that's what she said. This is it's an interesting combination. It definitely would be a strong gun, but I don't know if it would be easily controlled. It might be like the Jean Grey Phoenix X-Men gun in Destiny. I don't know. Army of One is second option. Zim moment, snapshot, hand loaded, and hand laid stock. Now this one's good. You got Zen moment. When you get that first hit, you're gonna get real stable. Hand laid stock does reduce your range, but it does increase stability. But on a pulse rifle, that's okay. You're not gonna be losing that. You're gonna lose range, but you're not losing that much range. so it's still good. You could leave it on hand loaded if you wanted to, because Zen Moment's going to do a pretty good amount of work for you. Third option, let's see what it is. So we got Crowd Control, Feeding Frenzy, and Hand Laid Stock. I'm going to say this one. I think I actually have this exact version. I have one very similar to this that I use, and it's a pretty good one. So I've got one with Feeding Frenzy, Head Seeker, Hand Laid Stock, and I can say it's good. So if you want to get that Crowd Control, Feeding Frenzy, Hand Laid Stock, that would probably be your best option for the week. Hand Laid Stock is going to help you out the most, but that second option with Army of One Zen Moment, Hand Laid Stock is good too. So either one of these are very, very good. If you want to go for the ultimate, you need Head Seeker, Counterbalance, Hand Laid Stock. That's my ultimate role, and I've already got it. So I've got two of these. I've got the Feeding Frenzy Head Seeker, and then I've got the Counterbalance Head Seeker. So I don't know why I'm holding on to two, but I've got them. This one I recommend the second or the third option. It's one of the best. So let's move along to my hunter, and we will continue. Alright, before we look at the final three guns that I've got in this Armsday explosion of awesomeness, let's take a look at the field test weapons. I didn't talk about those yet. So we got the Hakke Teste. I don't know why that hung me up. Hakke Teste hand cannon, make double kills. It's got a 5-round mag, so double kills are kind of hard to do, but you have a pretty good amount of time between kills to get those double kills, and you can do this anywhere. Omolon Test HC1 used against Vex, so you can do that on Mars or Venus or other places. Suros TSR10 used against high-ranking enemies. I always go to the Cosmodrome and just go to that little underground area and do this, but you can do this. Right now I'm going to recommend go to Venus and go to the Citadel, because there's a lot of yellow majors there, and you can get these other two done. And then you have the Hakke Test used against hive targets. Do this on the Cosmodrome or the moon or wherever you happen to be, if you want to do that. And you have the Omolon Test RR1 using the Crucible. This one's got Eye of the Storm, so it'll be pretty good to use in the Crucible if you want to do that. So those are going to be all of these you can do. This first three on the Citadel and Venus or wherever. Hive targets, Cosmodrome. It'll be pretty quick. And then this one will probably take you the longest in Crucible, getting those kills. You'll do all right with it though. You do all right. So 3 more guns to look at, and then we'll look at the foundry orders for next week. Make some predictions. We got the ARI-45 high impact, low rate of fire auto rifle. Not seeing anything amazing. Rodeo, perfect balance, lightweight, small bore appended magazine. That was actually pretty good. 2841. I like the 28. Perfect balance, small bore, and rodeo. Very stable gun right here. You're gonna lose a little bit of mag size. I think it'll go down to 22. But a pretty stable gun if you wanted to use a really stable ARI-41. That'll be a good one. Next up we have Hip Fire. Fitted stock, feather mag, small bore, snapshot. It's 2857. Those are my favorite scopes. That's okay. I don't hip fire this gun too often though, so that's kind of an odd combination. Then we have Take a Knee or Private Eye, Hammer Forge, appended magazine, hand laid stock, and single point sling. So you're gonna get the range back that you lose for hand laid stock with Hammer Forge. Maybe this one. Push the range out a little bit and get not max, but really good stability out of it. So I don't know. Pick your poison on the 45. I haven't seen a good version of this the last 2 weeks, and I've been kind of holding on to see if I can get a really good one. So first one for some stability, third one for an interesting option. I don't really have a preference on this one, so let me know which 45 you pick up, or what you have on your ARI-45 that you think is amazing, because that gun's never struck me. It's never struck me. Same with this one, the Gaheris-D. Mid-impact, mid-rate of fire hand cannon. It's kind of a higher impact hand cannon, but it just doesn't. It's got a 7-round mag, and it just doesn't work for me. So surrounded, spray and play, speed reload, high caliber, and small bore. I'd like to see reinforced on this one, because I don't think you can get rifled barrel, but you can get reinforced barrel. Don't quote me on that, but I believe. Surrounded and spray and play are pretty good. Increased reload, yep. So spray and play is good on this thing. It's got a pretty slow reload animation. It's okay as far as stats go on reload, but it's not the best. Who's next in Relentless Drag? I'm just gonna pass that one. Not even gonna pretend to look at that one. And then finally we have, is that spray and play? Spray and play, crowd control, snapshot, explosive, and small bore. So I'd pick this one. The reason I picked this one is because spray and play is gonna help. You can go for small bore, reduce the mag size. I think it'll go down to 6, and get the crowd control active, or actually get a kill. spray and play to reload, get the crowd control active, and then small bore will help you out. So the actual smaller mag is better on this one. So that's the one I'd pick for this week, third option, but still not great. I would prefer to see reactive with outlaw. Reactive reload and outlaw would be my two favorites there. And then finally, the Ludmila. It's so lewd, you cannot stand it. So we're going to take a look at the Ludmila that I've been holding on for a long time. I'm really looking for head seeker, counterbalance, hand laid stock, because this one has the same kick pattern that the Herja has. So this one's got head seeker, spray and play, high caliber, speed reload, and oiled frame. No, I'm going to pass that one up. The two top talents were good, but the third talent was very meh. Second option, we got surrounded, feeding frenzy, single point sling, speed reload, and oiled frame. Now I will mention I already have a Ludmila with counterbalance, glass half full, hand laid stock, so that's why I'm holding on for the super god roll, because I don't need a good one, I need a great one. So we're gonna keep looking. We went through the second one, it was kind of not good. Third option, probably not gonna get this one either because it's got glass half full, spray and play, high caliber round, speed reload, and oiled frame. No good options here this week for Ludmila. If you have one and you want to pick one up, I'd say the second one, I guess. That would be the best option for that one. So 9 guns down, 9 guns in. Woo, got through them. We'll probably have 9 guns again next week because I'll hold on to some of these and just see if I can get those god rolls now. But let's take a look at next week's Foundry orders. We have the Omolon Uffern FR4 fusion rifle, high impact, low rate of fire fusion. I really like this one. It's got good stability, good range. That's one of the top fusions in the game if you like fusion rifles. The Ludmila again. The JLB-42 again. Rocket launcher. The 47 is a little bit better, but the 42 you can get good options on as well. Hakke Gaheris-D shotgun. I think this is the 3-round shotgun. It's a mid-impact, mid-rate of fire shotgun, but it's fun if you get the right talent setup. I like using it. It's fun. And the Hakke Strongbow D, which is the same exact shotgun with 5 rounds. So, unfortunately, but fortunately. So if I was going to pick up one, I'd pick up the Thesson for sure. Everything else is up to you. Those shotguns are only they're basically just for showing off how you're different. They're no good at anything, really, but you can get some interesting talents on them. I like the perk setups I have on mine. And then 42, if you need a good rocket launcher, Ludmila is a solid pulse rifle with the right perk setup. So, yeah, just go left to right. Boom, 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 boom. Whichever one you want, get them first. So there you go, guys. That has been Armsday for the week. The biggest, the baddest. I mean, it's literally as many Armsday packages as you can hold. You can't hold any more than 9 on 3. You can't hold more than 3 on each character, which is a total of 9, which is what I did. So my hunter's dancing seductively. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Check out the Twitch channel in the link in the description. I'm about to go live in about the time it takes to finish this video and upload it. I'll be live. But until then, and until next time, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want to see more. And until then, I'm Death for Love. I'll see you later. See ya, bye.